As you can see on this finished wreath, we've got a really fun sparkly gold finish on the wood, and that's because we've added embossing powder and we've used our gold tinsel embossing powder. So here is what it looks like before we add all of the fun decorations to it, and I'm going to show you how to achieve that look. Now, I mentioned we're using the gold tinsel embossing powder. You could use just plain gold embossing powder, and instead of having all of the sparkle that you can probably see and pick up it would be just more of a matte gold. We have lots of other colors to choose from too. You could do copper or silver, so you can just emboss to your heart's content. To create this look, all we did was start with a nice basic wooden wreath. We took our Versamark pad. This is different than regular stamp pad ink. This is a sticky ink that's actually clear, so it's great to have embossing powder stick to it. And instead of rubbing it, which might eventually start to wear our pad out, we just pounced it on a few sections at a time. So we're just going to start here with the top of the E so that you can see how it's achieved. I'm going to take a scratch piece of paper here and slide under, because I'm now going to take my embossing powder, sprinkle it over the area that I've added the Versamark ink to, shake off the excess. And what I'm showing you here applies to paper as well. So if you've never embossed before, today you're learning how to emboss. We'll just pour this extra right back in to our little embossing pot. Set that aside and use our heat tool to heat it. I'm not sure how well that will translate. So just so you know, you would use your heat tool, turn that on, and just hold that above what you've added your embossing powder to. And the heat will begin to melt the powder until you get this really great embossed look. And in the interest of time, I'll just show you this and then pull that finished one back in. You can see that, hopefully you can see on camera, that this is beginning to melt. As it melts, I'm going to lift it up a little higher. Can you see around the edges that it's beginning to melt, and you can see the difference and the change in the powder itself, turning to more like the embossed melted look. In fact, I'm going to stop right now and pull this up, and hopefully you can see the part that has melted and the part that still needs to melt. And so to go ahead and emboss this whole wreath, you would just do a little section at a time, and then you would have this fun look that quickly becomes this gorgeous finished wreath.